Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we're doing another pick a card tarot reading, and this time we're going to do a check-in on the divine masculine and feminine energies. And I want you guys to keep in mind this has nothing to do with gender. We all have yin and yang, divine feminine, divine masculine energies within us. And so the messages that come through in this reading will resonate with you and possibly with certain relationships you have as well. So I just want you to keep that in mind. It's important to watch both the divine feminine and masculine messages that come through in each group. Okay, so all I need you to do is see which one of these crystals or tarot cards you feel most drawn to. And this is certainly one of those readings where a lot of you might feel drawn to more than one or even all three of them. And that's fine because we're really tuning into a collective energy, what's going on in the divine masculine and feminine currently at the time that you're watching. This is a timeless reading. It doesn't matter when you click on this. And I also just want to ask you guys, like, if you want to see more of this, like if you want regular check-ins with the divine masculine and feminine energies, let me know in the comment section, because I was thinking of doing this either like once a week, once a month, etc. Okay, we have group number 1 with the rose quartz, group number 2 with the amethyst, and group number 3 with the selenite. Once you've selected your group, you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps, or you can watch through. Let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's do your check-in with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Keep in mind these energies can represent you solely, both sides, because you have divine masculine and feminine energies within you, or these can manifest through your relationships. So you don't even have to pick a particular relationship. This can be coming through in any area of your life. Okay, so first we're going to pick 9 cards for the divine masculine, and I'm using the giant Rider-Waite-Smith deck today, so extra big cards. And here we go. First card out for the divine masculine is the World. We have the 3 of Cups. Okay, a lot of divine masculine energy is traveling right now, wanting to travel, adventure, or moving around a lot. It's giving Hermes energy, so there could be a lot of movement with cars, planes, ships, trains, things like that. They could be seeing more of the world. They could also be just having a long commute to and from work. They could be in a car a lot. I don't know why transportation is coming through really strongly right now, or being in different locations than you. This could even be distance. Some of you might be dealing with long distance when it comes to the divine masculine within yourself as well. This could be you're going through these things, traveling, wanting to travel more, wanting to see more of the world, or just commuting a lot in general, moving around a lot in general. The 3 of Cups shows a sort of casualness here, a focus on friendships predominantly. Intuitively, I'm just sort of picking up like there might not necessarily be that much desire towards focusing in on long-term romantic relationships, because there is this sort of like feeling from within, like I have to get my life together first. I have to make enough money. I have to have good friendships. You know, I have to get all these things together before I could focus on something more long-term. Page of Pentacles. See, yeah, there's, like I said, there's this focus on finances, this focus on the physical things in life. Like, oh, I need to get my health together. I need to get my money together. I need to, you know, have a certain amount of friends that are like good and supportive. You know, there's this sort of like panicking of like, I need to get all of this in check before I even worry about romantic relationships. So that's really fascinating. We have the 7 of Wands. Defending one's beliefs. I want to see what comes out next to this. Center of the spread is 3 of Swords. See, this is what I'm saying. This way of thinking is not helpful, because life should be about balance. You know, yes, you should be focused on career, finances, foundation. Yes, you should also be focused on health and wellness. Yes, you should also be focused on friendships and these more casual community connections. However, you should also, on top of all of that, be focused on deeper interpersonal relationships. And so that's sort of all or nothing thinking. Like, I can't focus on love until I have $1 million. I can't focus on love until I have a six pack. That type of thinking, it's really detrimental to the person who's thinking that. And, these could even be aspects of yourself, guys. Keep that in mind, where you might be saying, oh yeah, I'm too busy to focus on love. I'm too busy to focus on this and that. And it could literally be showing up in your dreams, okay? Or in their dreams. Dreaming of deeper connections, dreaming of deeper levels of intimacy, but they're not really allowing themselves that. They're fighting it. They're fighting this natural urge within themselves. Everything, in spirit and reality is saying, hey, like, invite in deeper connections to your life, invite in more love. But they're like, no, I gotta get this together, I gotta get that together. So what can you do? We have the Hanged Man coming out. Yeah, they're just gonna have to eventually see that they're never gonna be ready, they're never gonna be in the right space, or you're never gonna be feeling like it's the right time to facilitate these deeper connections or these forward movements when it comes to like expanding your family, expanding your oh my God, what am I trying to say? Expanding your deep connections, like having more deep connections in your life. You're never going to reach that point. You just have to trust the process, trust the journey. We have Judgment coming out upright. Oh, so the Divine Masculine, I feel like, is having thoughts and feelings of the past feelings that they maybe didn't take action on, past connections, or their history with you or whomever, that they maybe didn't take action on because they were, too busy getting their life together. And I feel like the Divine Masculine in the near future may be starting to regret that, and regret holding off on love, regret, waiting and hoping that their life will come together, because they may have missed some pretty golden opportunities. And with the Three of Swords being the center of the spread here, this shows some heartache about like what could have been and what opportunities maybe passed them by. Let's see what comes out underneath that. The High Priestess. Feeling connections in the 5D is what I'm seeing. They may be feeling those missed connections or missed opportunities in their daydreams. It may be showing up in their dreams, or just having this deeper desire for certain relationships that didn't work out in the past to have worked out. And again, this could be some of your feelings as well. Keep that in mind. Your inner Divine Masculine energy may be astrally connecting with these very fun relationships and friendships that did not work out in the past. Okay, so on the astral realm, the Divine Masculine may still be thinking about, daydreaming, or having dreams about these past heartfelt connections that could not get off the ground fully. And with the World coming out as the first card, this chapter, this present day for the Divine Masculine, they're trying to close out these older wounds, these older chapters that didn't work out so much, especially with the Judgment card as well. It's like the end of the journey, and it's wanting new romance, new love, new deep, fulfilling connections. But will they allow that for themselves? Will they admit, like, okay, my life will never be quote unquote together, so I just gotta go for it. I just gotta, accept this and continuously work on myself as well as these deeper relationships. Like, I can do both. I can be balanced. I could do both. The Divine Masculine is needing to come to that realization and that balance in order for this next chapter in their life to begin. And final card out, Four of Pentacles. This next chapter is one where deep interpersonal relationships are prioritized and treated as a priority. But the Four of Pentacles coming out right underneath that Hanged Man, you know, they're going to have to be willing to let go, willing to love themselves, honestly, love themselves, and find security no matter where they're at. You know, not associate their worth as a partner, as a best friend, as a father, as a mother, or whatever. They can't associate that sense of worthiness with how much money they make, with how fit they are, with, I don't know, how many followers they have. Like, there is really, really, really needing to be a separation between the divine masculine's worthiness and what they bring to the table physically. Because for so many years, so many sexist people, it's not just directed towards women. So many sexist people say men should be providers. You know, divine masculine is all about providing. And if you have nothing to provide, don't even bother. Like, it's so toxic. It is so toxic. Like, what is that telling people who are fallen upon hard times? What is that telling people who maybe chose a career path that they're passionate about but doesn't provide a lot? You know, that they're not worthy just because they're doing good work in the world that is underpaid. They're unworthy because, you know, they have a health condition and they are overweight. Like, what? What? It's nonsense. And these are themes in the divine masculine that don't exist. You know, it's divine masculine. It is feeling worthy and secure no matter what physical circumstances one might find themselves in. And so currently, present day, I feel like the divine masculine energies, the theme of this time, no matter when you're finding this, is to untangle that sense of worthiness with what they bring to the table materially, what you bring to the table materially. And to understand that all good things in life come in a balance. Yes, you can continue working towards your ambitions, your health, your goals, while also pursuing deeper, more heartfelt relationships and connections. They can both happen at the same time, and it's recommended that these things happen at the same time. All good things happen in balance, in harmony. And right now, the divine masculine is needing to hear that. Beautiful. Okay. Let's tune in to the divine feminine. So putting the cards away, reshuffling them. What is the divine feminine going through right now? Need to hear right now, at the time that everyone is watching. Whenever you're watching this, it's the right time for you to watch this, by the way. Okay, I'm going to pull all the cards out face down, and then we're going to pull them over one by one together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, divine feminine. Here's what's going on with the divine feminine. First card out, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So there is a lot of learning, a lot of practicing. The divine feminine is finding themselves in quite a routine, a really solid and secure routine for themselves, like a daily routine, literally. It's all about routines. Let's see what comes out next to that. 4 of Cups. Yeah, so similar longing for something more in their life. And it doesn't just have to be relationships this time around. With the 4 of Cups, this could be like, again, like especially next to that 8 of Pentacles, it's like they have the same routine day in and day out, whether that's like waking up, making yourself a little breakfast, going to work, and then, you know, maybe hitting the gym on the way home, and then, you know, doing the skincare or hanging out with a friend. It's like the same wellness routine, and it's a good routine with the 8 of Pentacles. Like, this is all aligned with self-care and balance. However, there's this wanderlust, this sort of desire to go beyond that routine. And the universe is trying to hand the divine feminine a deeper emotional or creative opportunity at this time. So let's see more. Third card out is the 6 of Swords. Wow. moving to calmer shores and wanting to experience more in life, especially things that are much more stable. The divine feminine is having a real yearning in their hearts for something fiery, passionate, but also stable and secure. So for example, this could be like if the desire is to travel, it's like having the consistent income and vacation time to be able to travel regularly. If this is love, it is desiring a relationship or even friendships that are very fiery with, people who like going out and having fun and you have a natural chemistry with, but is also very stable, because sometimes you can meet people you have a strong chemistry and passion with, but it's very unstable. I feel like that's more common. So the divine feminine is really desiring passion mixed with stability, like in the same types of people, the same within the same thing. They don't want just one thing that's stable and then one thing that's really passionate but unstable. They want friends, people, hobbies, income, whatever, that is both of them at the same time. They enjoy doing it, they're having a lot of fun, but it's also stable. King of Wands. Okay, so we're seeing the divine masculine coming through in the divine feminine reading, and this is exactly what we were just talking about, like wanting people in their lives, not just men, anyone in their lives, men, woman, whatever, that plan more, that initiate more. Because I feel that the divine feminine may have constantly been the planners, the doers, the ones that would organize like cute little things. And they're really, really burnt out by that with the Eight of Pentacles coming out above this. And just desiring someone to come into their life, or something to come into their life with a plan, or with exciting ideas and opportunities that they already thought out. And they're the ones creating this space, facilitating this plan. And the divine feminine just has to show up and be themselves. That's what they're desiring. More people in their lives who are leaders, okay? And who enjoy going out and having fun as well. Beautiful. Center of the spread here, Ace of Cups. Yes, a strong desire for that energy to come through. And the Ace of Cups shows an excitement that's taking place in the divine feminine at this time, especially since this is the center card. The divine feminine is collectively going through this Ace of Cups moment. Ideas coming to fruition, especially creative ideas. Excitement when it comes to getting out there and talking to more people, or starting like a new, fertile, prosperous chapter of their life that's very emotionally fulfilling. I think the divine feminine is also very open to new love, new friendships, new creative projects coming in. And I love that this Ace of Cups is coming out right underneath this Four of Cups, because here we literally see the Ace of Cups in the Four of Cups. Universe trying to hand the divine feminine, this emotional fulfillment that was missing from their life. And then we see here right underneath it, like, yes, the divine feminine is successfully accepting this. And they're saying, universe, I accept. Like, come on, bring in these new friendships, these new relationships, these new creatively passionate and fulfilling things into my life. Wow. The Chariot. Stunning. Going out of the comfort zone, wanting to travel. I'm seeing desiring people in their lives who want to go on more day trips, adventures, or traveling, trying new things that are outside of that routine. Because remember, in the beginning of the reading here, the divine feminine has been in a really healthy and good, consistent routine, but they're desiring a little bit of spice outside of that. But they don't want spice at the expense of their peace. They don't want spice that is inconsistent, if that makes sense. Five of Wands coming out. We're now on the third row here. And I want to see what comes out next to this. Three of Wands. Okay. With the Five of Wands, I'm picking up on Gemini energy. And Gemini rules over siblings, our neighbors, our coworkers, and I feel that the divine feminine may be having a little bit of issues with those types of mutual friends as well. It's sort of the people in our lives that we have no control over. Like, we can choose who our friends are, we can choose who our partners are, we can't choose who our neighbors are, who our siblings are, who our cousins are, who our coworkers are. And I'm seeing some conflict there within the divine feminine, even if it's like mutual, like you've never even met someone. Like, let's just say the divine feminine has a partner, and that partner comes home from work and they're telling them all about like this person they work with who's sexist, homophobic, racist, whatever. The divine feminine may be getting really, really agitated and angry at that, you know, or this could be like sibling drama. This could be needing to stand up for oneself a lot more, set more healthy boundaries with these types of individuals. Yeah, so there is a little bit of conflict in the divine feminine's life right now, where all things Gemini is concerned. And again, it only kind of fuels this desire for newer, more fulfilling types of connections to come through. And then the Three of Wands shows progress being made when it comes to the goals of the divine feminine. Reaching one's goals, reaching one's fulfillment. And really, I'm seeing a lot of productivity in general. So that's beautiful. Then final card out, yeah, Eight of Wands. This is great news for the divine feminine. I feel like there's going to be a lot more invitations and opportunities, collaborations are just pouring in for the feminine. A lot to do. You know, there's work to be done. There are beautiful friendships to hang out with, people to meet, invitations to events that the divine feminine will be attending. It's a busy time overall, but it's a very positive busy time. And the divine feminine is excited to indulge in this busyness and hopefully can, like, I don't know, I just feel like the divine feminine is magnetizing these newer types of opportunities and connections towards them right now. So it's looking pretty good, guys. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, thank you for joining me, group number 1. Keep in mind, this is not only just for your relationships, but also for you. Everyone and everything has yin and yang energy to it. Some people may identify more with one side than the other or have more of that energy within them. So take whatever resonates from this, whatever relationships came to mind during this reading, whatever you felt really corresponded with you in this reading, take that as well. And anything that did not really resonate, you can either reflect on a little bit more until it does resonate, or just don't take it because it's not your message, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Let me know as well if you're interested in these types of readings. I was thinking about offering collective divine feminine and masculine readings once a week or maybe once a month. I'm not sure though, so if you guys comment down below if you want that sort of thing, let me know for sure. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see what is going on in the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine. Keep in mind, guys, you have these energies both within you, so it's important to watch both of these. And these can also show up in various relationships of yours, various people. But again, keep in mind, everyone has masculine as well as feminine energies within them to varying qualities and quantities. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the masculine and see what's going on with them. First card out is the Five of Cups. Okay, so there is certainly a lot of longing for the past here. There is a little bit of heartbreak, and you know, I always like to look at this as like there's 3 cups that have fallen that they're mourning over. 2 of them were wine and 1 of them was poison. 1 of them was toxic, and I feel that this toxic poison could have been either their own behaviors in the past, or like if this is a connection they're mourning, for example, it was a really toxic relationship with elements of it that hurt them, and yet somehow they still find themselves feeling very upset over the past, or longing for the past, longing for what has gone by. And all they need to do is turn around and see what is in front of them in the present moment. The Five of Cups is a sad card because it shows a little bit of self-sabotage, someone who is still wrapped up in the past and everything that didn't work out or anything that was lost, that they're letting this present moment pass them by. They're not seeing the people, the opportunities that are right in front of them. And this can also show like their own childhood wounds and emotional conditioning that they received growing up can be getting in the way of them acknowledging and seeing a good relationship or friendship or opportunity for what it is. We have the Chariots. Okay. So this is a major arcana card that shows active expansion and actively discovering new things, looking up new things, researching new things, traveling new places, speaking to new people. They're sort of in this space of seeking out new energies, new projects to finish. And I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of like pushing myself harder, being more productive, getting more things done. And they may be subconsciously using that as a distraction. You may be just subconsciously using this constantly, like pushing yourself harder and harder and harder as a distraction from past pain, past wounds that still afflict you or afflict them. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. See, the good thing about this, though, is that I feel like there's a ton of prosperity here because the Divine Masculine is certainly working very hard. And I'm seeing a desire for more finances, more wealth, more money, but also like wanting to spoil those around them a lot more, as well as themselves. And that's a really good driving force. I'm seeing that love and the desire to spoil and support those around them is a really huge driving force for the Divine Masculine right now. And that's why they push themselves so hard. And it is paying off, of course, but I don't like that there's this little sadness amongst this. Page of Wands. Passion. Written communication is coming through very strongly. Okay, wanting to text, wanting to write, and stay in contact with perhaps people from their past, whether that's their family, exes, old friends, lovers, whatever, wherever this may fall. I'm seeing this desire to keep in contact. And this can be a problem for some, depending on the situation. For example, like they could have a toxic family member that they really should cut off, but they're feeling nostalgic or feeling like guilty because family comes first and blood is thicker than water, those types of guilt things. And so they may still keep in contact, specifically like written contact, like email or text or something like that, having the desire to reach out, or even more like superficial forms of contact and communication, like just following each other or watching, being the first to watch stories and things like that. Oh my gosh, 3 of Swords. See, here's the thing, guys. I was really debating before this reading. I was like, do I want to make this just one collective reading or do I want to split it up into 3 groups? And I was kind of leaning more towards one collective reading, but I'm like, but they usually don't get as many views as the pick a card readings on my channel. So I'm like, let me just split it up. But this feels so similar to group number 1. And they literally had this 3 of Swords as the center of their spread as well. And so I just really collectively, maybe we can read into the collective Divine Masculine and Feminine, but it could get more nuanced per group. So let's keep going. But the 3 of Swords as the center of the spread, man, especially with the 5 of Cups, the Divine Masculine, for whoever selected this group, is really going through a tough time right now. Mourning losses. This could be death. This could be breakup, separation. Just the passing of time in general is really hitting them super hard right now. 7 of Wands. Feeling like they are just constantly on the defense here when it comes to life's troubles. And they're trying to get ahead of the curve, trying to get ahead of things, which is why I feel like they are working really hard, trying to be productive, trying to stay on top of their foundation, their self-care, their exploration of self and expansion of self. We have the Nine of Swords. This makes me so sad. There is a lot of loss here. I just want to give every single divine masculine entity who selected group number 2 or is associated with group number 2 a hug. They really need it. They really need a hug. If you're somebody who identifies more divine feminine and this is relating to someone in particular in your life, like, ask them how they're doing. You know, give them a hug. Bake them some cookies or something, because they're really needing some support right now. I'm just feeling like a little bit beaten down by life itself. And I'm specifically, I don't know why, specifically getting visions of like immigrants or people who are like minorities wherever they live. And it's like those people tend to have to work like 100 times harder to get the same opportunities that the majority of people there have. So I don't know why that's coming to my mind right now, but some of you might be dealing with that, or the divine masculine people in your life are dealing with like discrimination and having to work a lot harder to get the same privileges that other people have, which is really interesting. And it can really chip away at someone's soul and their will, I think. But they're trying to remain strong and continuing to like try to put themselves in new environments or new places, or reaching out for new opportunities where they can. I feel like a lot of divine masculine folks at this time, who, if you select group number 2, maybe like trying to get a new job or find a place to live, or just like make enough money to support their family. It's like basic survival things, root chakra things, which is very frightening when you don't have them, when there's a lack of security there. And then additionally, I'm feeling a lot of unprocessed emotional wounds when it comes to loss and things that they lost out on in the past. And this, like I said, could be death, breakups, separations, things of that nature. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that this is coming out because this is a change in circumstance. This is like a divine intervention, the divine coming in here and just helping out the divine masculine energies that are going through this. And it's a positive change in fortune. It's a yes answer. It is help from the universe. Oh my gosh. And the 5 of Pentacles. Guys, I can't make this up. Look at these cards together. Like, look at that. It's not looking great. It is tough. It is like constantly trying, constantly waking up and having to be strong, which is really difficult. You know, consciously, or having to wake up every day and force yourself out of bed, force yourself to try again, force yourself to keep pushing. The divine masculine is going through a lot right now. And we need to support them with everything we got, because this is really devastating. However, there is promise here. There is hope here. Not all hope is lost. We do have beautiful cards that do show expansion, forward movement, and a new opportunity that will really, really change the tide of things. And I'm getting like a good energy here. Like, these are good people. If you selected group number 2, you are surrounded by good divine masculine energy people who just need a break, who just need a raise, a promotion, a new job, or to just be treated more fairly by life itself. You know, these are good people you're connected with. And you're a good person as well. Just trying your best to work hard to get your business, your career, your goals off the ground, just so you can have enough money or have enough fill in the blank to have a comfortable life and not have to feel like you have to be strong every day. Oh my gosh, it breaks my heart, because the divine masculine, if you select the group number 2, within you and within other people, have been working so tremendously hard towards their goals and their dreams. and just feeling a little bit beaten down by life. And along the journey of trying to work towards their goals and dreams, they may have experienced quite a bit of loss. You know, friendships, relationships, ending, you know, or ending in like disappointment. And like I said, it's really beating down on the soul. And what the Divine Masculine needs for group number 2 is just a divine blessing, you know, a moment where an opportunity, a really good opportunity presents itself and makes everything so much better, you know, this sort of sudden overnight win, overnight success moment. And it's not truly overnight because the Divine Masculine has been working towards it effortlessly. I mean, not effortlessly. There's been a lot of effort. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, let's tune into the Divine Feminine, group number 2. We have the Star. Okay. Divine Feminine might have a bit more of an easy time manifesting at this time. This is feeling really, really spiritually connected to their guides and connected to their own intuition, following their dreams. And yeah, I mean, literally like one foot in the divine and one on solid ground here. You know, taking ideas and turning them into reality, like physical reality. Knight of Pentacles. So manifestation may have been on the slower side for the Divine Feminine as well. But the thing is, like, I feel like for the past several years and months, it's really been also going through a difficult time. I feel like the Divine Masculine within the Divine Feminine has been going through that difficult time that we just experienced and just talked about. And what that was doing for the Divine Feminine side of things was changing the vibration to one that matches the goals that they have in mind. Turning them into somebody who matches the vibration of success and having what they desire. You know, those challenges, those setbacks, those losses, that time working really, really hard and not seeing a lot of results has made massive changes on the internal vibration of the feminine. And slowly but surely, they have been turning into one, like the vibration, the being, the personality that is aligned with the success that they're desiring. And that's how the Knight of Pentacles moves forward. You know, there's a lot of tarot readers that say, oh, I don't like the Knight of Pentacles because he's the only knight that doesn't move. He is moving. He is planning everything out ahead of time, being prepared, and changing his vibration into one who can get the work done fast. So he's moving at equal speed to the other knights. He's just going about it in a different way. It's sort of like the tortoise versus the hare. The tortoise wins because they're taking their time, they're being stable, they're being steady, whereas the hare, their effort is unequal, forgetful, you know, all over the place. So the Divine Feminine, like, yes, things have been slow, but it actually hasn't been slow. There's been a lot of root work being done that will lead, hopefully, to this overnight success moment for the feminine and the masculine. Oh my gosh, 10 of Swords. The feminine and masculine are so connected in this group because I feel like this is just feeling defeated again. You know, having put so much work and energy and effort into things that just don't work out. The Divine Feminine might, these past several months and years, you know, have been putting a ton of effort into relationships, projects, goals that were disappointing and ended. All right. And it could have drained the Divine Feminine quite a bit. Second row of cards out, Four of Cups. You know, I'm seeing this desire within the Divine Feminine to have something or someone that they had in the past, but with the healthy foundation that it needs to survive. You know, it's like, for example, maybe they met someone who was like the perfect partner for them, so much chemistry, they had so much fun with them. However, that person was emotionally avoidant or had abandonment wounds and self-sabotaged. And it's like, I want that same exact person, that same exact love, but in someone who is not going to have those wounds and self-sabotage. You know, I'm getting that sort of desire and disappointing type of energy from the Divine Feminine. And the universe, luckily, with the Four of Cups, and this came out for the other group as well, for the Divine Feminine, is trying to offer the feminine that opportunity, that relationship currently. So, beautiful. Whoo! Center of the spread is death. One major theme that the feminine is dealing with right now is allowing their heart to let go of these quote unquote perfect, nearly perfect people and situations that ended up being disappointing in the past. Okay? So disappointing friendships, relationships, lovers, whatever, that had great chemistry with them, great fire, but did not have the foundational traits to carry on consistently. The feminine is needing to release and let go of that. Like, what's done is done and what's dead is dead. 10 of Swords. This is like beating a dead horse. Like, it is over. You can't change this person no matter how hard you try. You can't, force anyone to fit your mold no matter how hard you try. And so a big lesson with the feminine energy for group number 2 is acceptance. Accepting people as they are and moving forward, essentially. The Fool, exactly, because once the feminine does that, once they admit to themselves and let the message sink into their bones, okay, like, this person is great, but they're not it. I got to go out and meet new people, or I got to, start over. I got to bring fresh energies into my life. That is when this sort of Ace of Cups moment is going to happen that we see on the Four of Cups, with the universe trying to bring in fulfilling emotional situations and relationships to the feminine, while the feminine's in a state of feeling disappointed or let down by the past. The feminine is going to have to go through this Death Major Arcana card, which is saying, what's done is done. I accept things as they are. Everything has an expiration date. And this relationship, this thing has passed that expiration date. So let me open my energy up to new people, new situations. It will bring in this Fool energy, which is extremely positive, new beginnings that have a whole story to unfold. Four of Swords. The story behind this is that back in the day, when soldiers, before they would go out to war, they would commission their own casket to be made. And when they would come back victorious from war, they would rest and meditate and reflect on top of that casket. So that's what this is, it's this feeling of like resting, pausing after the storm, after the disappointment. So you were, I don't know why the phrase like let down, the feminine was let down in these past several months, or maybe even years, by disappointing friendships or relationships, and has been resting, taking a moment away from friendships, relationships, new people, etc., and allowing the feelings of disappointment and anger or sadness or whatever to move through them, processing it before they open their heart up again. And with the Fool card here, it's almost time, if not already time, for the feminine to open back up. And Spirit is sort of saying to the feminine, like, I'm ready when you are. There's no rush here, but I'm ready when you are. When you're ready to open your heart back up, I will send you someone. 8 of Cups, yes. Aside from relationships, this is a desire to experience more, a desire to find that 10 of Cups moment. Complete and utter emotional fulfillment. Like, tired of the games, tired of more casual friendships, relationships, tired of, things not really working out. Like, no, I want something long-term. I want something serious. I want something deeply and utterly fulfilling with a lot of depth and love. That's what the Divine Feminine is starting this journey towards. Like, and they're not accepting anything less than that. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're definitely feeling more confident and empowered by the fact that they can take good care of themselves. They can make good money on their own. They can afford their own lifestyle. They have their own friends, their own fulfillment, their own fulfilling schedule, like balance. They're taking care of themselves, and that empowers them not to settle into these disappointing connections and situations once again. So very beautiful reading. Guys, definitely let me know down below if you would like these readings regularly. I was thinking of offering Divine Feminine Masculine check-ins like either once a week or once a month. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me, one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's check in with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Keep in mind, these energies can present themselves within you, no matter what your gender is, as well as within your relationships and everything else in life. So keep an open mind here, whatever comes to mind, whatever resonates with you when we're doing this reading, that is something that you should listen to. Anything that doesn't really resonate with you might not apply to you. And yeah, let's dive straight into it. We're going to start with the Divine Masculine, and we're pulling 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the Giant Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So let's see. They're all face down. Let's pull them, flip them over one by one. Page of Wands coming out as the first card for the Divine Masculine. Okay. There's some fiery energy here. I don't... Oh man, sometimes when I'm doing readings, just inappropriate things come through, and this is one of those readings where inappropriate things are coming through. I don't know why, I was just getting like a horniness type of feeling. Not me, like from the reading, okay? Someone feeling very fiery in that regard, having those feelings, wanting to explore those feelings. So very interesting. The Tower, okay. This is giving like earth-shattering release, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. A deeply powerful chemistry and passionate feelings that shakes up their entire world. A profound, deep attraction that has them feeling like a little teenager again, you know? That's what I'm picking up from this group for the Divine Masculine, okay? And if this is not something presently in their life, it's something they are really desiring deep within. So, very interesting. 2 of Pentacles. I feel like we're a step up from group number 1, because group number 1's reading was all about, basically for them, the Divine Masculine was having a hard time because they were focusing too much on making money and taking care of themselves, and they're like, oh, I don't have time for a relationship, I don't have time for these deeper connections. And for you guys, I feel like you're an evolved version of that Divine Masculine energy, where it's like, okay, I want to work on myself and my finances and take care of my life currently, but I am also willing to balance that out with this deeper fiery passion, deeper connections, like earth-shattering connections and energies. It's this desire to balance things out. I'm also seeing a big focus here on paying off debts, saving money, okay, getting finances together. Second row of cards out, we have the 9 of Wands. This is that energy of like, I've been hurt before, I have hurt before, and I'm really scared of like how much I am feeling right now. So for a lot of you, if you're like connected with a Divine Masculine person, or you are a Divine Masculine person connecting with someone, it's this feeling of like, I have a lot of feelings right now, a lot of attraction right now, and I am scared because the last time I felt like this, it was false, or it didn't, you know, it ended in pain. I am scared of ruining this, you know? So there is a slight danger here of self-sabotage, but not necessarily. We're seeing a deep, deep, deep attraction. And I love this because this is a nice shift of energy from the previous 2 groups. So you're, this is good. Okay. Center of the spread here, 8 of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of overthinking. And it's like, if they just follow their emotions and follow what feels good, what feels right, they can free themselves from this. but they're getting themselves trapped in this sort of mental prison because they're blindfolded. They're like, oh my gosh, danger's all around me. Like anything I say or do might offend the other person. So this could be a card of like not speaking one's feelings, not speaking one's mind, because they're so afraid, like, oh my gosh, if I tell this person how much I'm feeling, how much I'm thinking, it might end. Or if I mess up and I don't know, if I show this vulnerability, it might end. They're not doing anything. They're standing still, feeling stuck because they're overthinking things. When in reality, they just got to keep feeling like what feels right and keep doing what feels right, keep doing what they intuitively feel drawn to do here. So overthinking can be a really powerful enemy right now in the Divine Masculine for group number 3. Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh. Again, it's giving passion. It's giving lust. It's giving excitement. A lot of sacral chakra energy. Just really intuitively wanting to just see where this goes and do what feels right. A lot of fire. Okay. Third row of cards out. King of Swords. This is promising. This is really promising because this energy shows good communication and clarity. Like, let's define exactly what this is. Like, let me shut myself up, get out of my head, and be very clear here, be very stable. There's also boundaries, though, that this person has, especially underneath the Nine of Wands. This is not, like, this Divine Masculine group is not ones to immediately tell anyone how they're feeling and let them in on the deeper aspects of their history. You got to sort of earn that place of trust in the Divine Masculine's life for this group. So it's like, if I deem you trustworthy and I deem this relationship worthy of pursuing more, then I'll be very clear in communication and, I'll talk about these things. Four of Swords. Okay, I'm seeing a calming down energy because we go from the Tower to the Eight of Swords to the Four of Swords. So it's kind of like, this is so intense. Like you first meet someone, you have extreme chemistry, extreme feelings, whatever. Then you're overthinking it, like I don't want to lose out, whatever. You become a little bit more comfortable with each other, and then it's like, okay, I'm calming down a little bit. I can relax. I can reflect on this a bit more. So I'm seeing the Divine Masculine reflecting on these feelings of intensity that seem to be coming through for them. Okay. Final card out. We have the Queen of Cups. Wow. So there is divine feminine energy on their mind, in their heart, and influencing them heavily at this time. This divine feminine energy specifically may be very emotionally open, creatively gifted, spiritually sensitive, and they're wanting to have a deep heart-based sort of connection with the Divine Masculine. And the Divine Masculine is showing up as this sort of, also, wow, because I just realized the first row we had a page, the second row had a knight, and the third row had a king. So it's like, this person, if this is a person, like this group of Divine Masculine entities may have been the type of people to, just be like playing around, like not really looking or having anything serious in life, like just exploring, adventuring, seeing what's out there. And I'm seeing this sort of rapid maturing because the Divine Feminine is showing up in their queen state. Okay, the Divine Feminine is showing up as someone who takes their heart seriously, has good boundaries, isn't going to entertain any old fool willy-nilly, They know their worth, and they're not playing games, they're not playing around, and they genuinely have good boundaries. It's not a show, It's not these games, these little kid games of playing hot and cold and pretending. Like, no, this is actually genuinely the divine feminine showing up in their queenly state. And because they're showing up in that queenly state, the divine masculine they connect with, who might not necessarily be at that level, is having these massive realizations, massive levels of maturing. And it's like that whole foundation they built for themselves that may have been a little bit more toxic, you know, like, oh yeah, like conquests and not taking life seriously. When they show up and they see someone who is in their divine state, taking life seriously, taking themselves seriously, their time seriously, and offering a whole lot, they're going to sober up really fast. You know what I mean? They're going to mature really fast. So I'm seeing this rapid maturing process. Rapidly going from like joking around, being passionate, to taking someone or something very seriously really quick, okay? Whether that is in their career, whether that is in their relationships, within their health, whatever. I am seeing for group number 3 a massive, quick maturing that is happening within the divine masculine, all from this tower moment. And this moment could have been like meeting someone really successful, beautiful, wonderful, who takes themselves seriously and carries themselves with a certain level of grace. And it wakes them up to like, oh my gosh, like this is how people should be. Not whatever loser Joe Schmo energy I was putting up with earlier, you know? So that's beautiful. Let's take a look at the divine feminine now. Same deal. We're going to pick 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the Giant Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And we're just going to put them all face down at first. And guys, let me know in the comment section, like, if you like these readings. I was thinking of maybe doing them once a week or once a month. So if you want that, let me know in the comment section, because this is the first time I'm actually doing a divine masculine and feminine reading, which is surprising because these same readings were exactly what got me started on watching tarot on YouTube in the first place. There was this girl who did divine feminine masculine readings for each zodiac sign, like once a month, I think. First card out is the Moon card, upright for the feminine. This is interesting. This is a lot coming up emotionally. And there's a lot that needs to be done when it comes to plans that the divine feminine has. And this is a message of not getting overwhelmed by the future, but instead learning how to enjoy things in the present moment, enjoy where you're at, and enjoy the journey. So this has been a massive spiritual theme for the divine feminine right now, learning how to enjoy the journey and find peace no matter where they're at in life, find enlightenment no matter where they're at in life. And instead of allowing themselves to sit in this place of lack mindset, like, oh, I don't have the love of my life, I don't have $1 million, I don't have a healthy body, whatever, they're saying, you know what? There is nothing other than the present moment. And if I have a desire for those things, I will take aligned action right here in the present moment. And if I find myself in a space of lack mindset, that just tells me that it is time to take some sort of action right here, right now. Not some sort of preparation, not some sort of overthinking, action. So the divine feminine is on this big spiritual journey, like having this huge spiritual download from the universe when it comes to how to enjoy the present moment and not get ahead of yourself. Like, you can simply just enjoy a new relationship for what it is. You can simply enjoy the journey towards your business and career goals and body goals, fitness goals, without getting so overwhelmed with what you have to do and attaching your happiness to that outcome. We have the 8 of Pentacles, exactly, enjoying the journey and getting into a daily routine where they are taking aligned action day in, day out, and it could feel repetitive. You know, here we have an apprentice. They're learning how to make these pentacles, and they're repeating it over and over and over and over again until they become a master, until they become who they want to be. And this is sort of where the divine feminine is at, you know, either like studying, repeating something over and over and over again with little improvements day in and day out, and learning how to enjoy the journey and get into this sort of ecstatic state in that journey of like just being really, really present, almost turning it into a meditation. The Empress, yes, one of the best cards that could come out for the Divine Feminine. This is that abundance mindset. This is totally in alignment with what we were saying, where the Divine Feminine who selected group number 3 are letting go of such a strong attachment to what they don't yet have and they want. You know, they set the intention for what they want, they released it, and they take action towards it every day. And they're finding a lot of peace, a lot of prosperity in those simple daily actions that they take. And they're enjoying the journey along the way. Like, for example, if their goal is to become a millionaire, they work every day to make a little bit more money. And, you know, when they don't have the energy to work, that's fine. They don't have to keep working that day. They enjoy their life in whatever way they want, like talking to their friends, enjoying their hobbies. Like, they're enjoying this moment while also gaining more abundance and staying in the flow with that abundance. Second row out, Ace of Cups. This came out for at least group number 1. I can't remember if it came out for group number 2 as well for the Divine Feminine. So right now, collectively, it feels like feminine energies are being granted new emotional starts and creative fulfillment. So this is like the completion and release of projects, like showing the world what you've been working on. And also, this is new emotional beginnings in love. So that's really, really exciting. Center of the spread is the 9 of Wands. So very similar to the Divine Masculine here in the sense of like, I've been hurt before. It has taken me a long time to get to where I'm at mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I am afraid of someone or some sort of new opportunity coming in and possibly ruining that. And look at how these cards are falling down on the table. He's literally looking, side-eyeing that Ace of Cups, giving it the side eye. And this Ace of Cups is the universe bringing a new emotional start, a new relationship, a new emotionally or creatively fulfilling thing into the Divine Feminine's life. And the Divine Feminine is very cautious and suspicious of it. Like, oh, I've been hurt before. I don't know. Do I really want to focus on this? Which is understandable. You know, it's like I did a lot to protect my peace. You know, and in the past, new people came in or new situations came in that took that peace away. I don't know about this. So Divine Feminine is very suspicious over these new starts that are coming into their life. And they could be a little bit paranoid over like how this will unfold in the future. But I don't know. Will they give it a chance? We have the 6 of Wands. There's success here. And this is coming out under the Empress. There's really big success coming in for the Divine Feminine of group number 3. Really huge success. Like goals being met. And these aren't overnight successes. They might feel like it, certainly, but they've been working, you know. He trained before he went to war. And then he went through war, which is, you know, a lot of hard work. And then he came home and is now able to bask in his success and wear the crown of laurel, the crown of success. But he put in some work to get to this point, you know. So the Divine Feminine has been working. And we see that with the 8 of Pentacles. Working, but it's paying off. Hard work is paying off. Third row out, we have the 7 of Wands. This has been sneaking into everyone's reading. Yeah, being quite on the defense, quite skeptical. Literally, look at this. There's this Ace of Cups here, which shows new emotional beginning, new love, new opportunity. And it is surrounded by criticism and skepticism. Above it is the moon, which shows, you know, I've been hurt before. The subconscious mind is like, I don't know, this could be dangerous territory. We don't know what lies beyond this. We don't know what lies in the future. It's dark. We can't see it. Right next to it, we have the 9 of Wands, which is like, I've been hurt before, and it took me a long time to build the life that I have, the peace that I have, I don't want someone coming in or something new coming in and messing it up. Right underneath that Ace of Cups is the Seven of Wands, defensiveness. Like, I worked hard to get to the top of this hill. I had unfair advantage. He's wearing 2 different shoes. Like, I'm going to keep defending myself. So literally, this is the universe trying to bring you in someone amazing or something good, trying to bring in the divine feminine, an amazing opportunity. And the divine feminine is saying, I have been hurt before. And they're being very, very on edge, very skeptical of this. But I don't know. We have the Hierophant. Divine feminine would really benefit at this time with like a new self-help book or therapy. You may be noticing divine feminine folks in your life going to therapy and it's really paying off, working hard on themselves, or some sort of structured support to help them work through the stress that they've been through and the struggles that they've been through. That would be very helpful. And final card out, Death. This came out for group number 2's divine feminine as well. Yeah, it's important to release and let go of past pain, wounds, and suffering. This seems to be a little bit of a theme in the collective right now. You know, those fears of getting hurt again, of getting abandoned, of, you know, and it feels very emotional. It's time to release them. It's time to let them go because literally the universe is trying to bring forward this new love, something emotionally fulfilling, something that makes your heart feel like it's overflowing. Say yes to it. Open up to it because it will be really successful and full of abundance. Okay, thank you guys for joining me, and like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.